You know, the deal in life is that you want to hang around superstars, and my wife Crystal and I love everything we're doing, but we especially love what Costa has pulled off. You know me because of Chicken Soup for the Soul, or maybe my infomercials. You know, I've been very blessed to sell 500 million books. My wife is a best-selling author and model and superstar. But with you, you've come from the other side of scratch. You've come from the other side of the world. You've had a preponderance of problems. You've gone through fiery hoops. Everything should have hammered you down and stifled you, stopped you, thwarted you. And yet, how did you overcome all the odds, Costa?
Wow. First and foremost, what an honor to have you guys here. I am grateful. You guys are the superstars. I do want to grow up and to be like you guys.
I think you've already done it, but you're going to keep exceeding yourself.
Yeah.
I am truly humbled by having you guys here. It's not something I obviously had a choice. It's a hand I had to deal with, and the obstacles I went through, the life journey I've gone through, I guess it's made me the man I am today, and brings me to this point in life that I really trying to figure out how I can pay it forward, because somebody did for me a long time ago. So it's sort of the full cycle. I want to pay it forward.
Yeah, you experienced a lot of difficulty at a really young age, Costa, which, a lot of us go through things as young adults and, in our early adulthood, but your challenges started at such a young age. Do you think that helped make you more motivated, more focused on what you really wanted?
For me, what's biggest motivation is there is a reason for me to be in this world, and I've got to figure out a way, not only to become successful, to take care of my family, but how do I put an impact? How do I put a dent in this world before I leave it? And for me, that was the biggest motivation. Every morning waking up, how do I pay it forward? How do I reach out to people like me out there that are hungry, that are driven, yet they've never had a mentor, they've never had someone to guide them and walk them through. And that was for me, I guess, the biggest motivator of my life.
When you were in prison, did you still have dreams in that? Because most people take victimhood, and wherever you complain, you remain. So you're in prison at such a young age and innocent. That's the issue, because your government just, absconded you. Did you have dreams even in there?
It's actually how ironic, because I remember, 12, 13, we're talking 30 years ago. For me, was counting the days one day when my family find out where I am, because nobody had a clue for almost 4 months. They didn't know where I was. But one day, maybe I get a chance to go out there and share this story. But more important, I start dreaming at that young age. Having a good life, being able to have toys, having a bicycle, simple things in life that we often take for granted here. And I was just dreaming, could I have a red bicycle? A simple thing that I wanted. So I had those dreams, absolutely. But finding a way to get out, and I was looking forward to it every day. So I didn't play a victim card. Rather, for me was, I put here for a reason. I don't know what that reason is at that point. At 13 years of age, I could not even comprehend. But I knew there is a reason, and obviously, now looking back, it's a man I've become because of what I experienced.
So now you've written this phenomenal book, which I've read word for word, called The Organic Networker. First of all, organic means clean and neat and pure and sustainable. Networker means that we're going to have a network to create our net worth. Talk to us about this phenomenal book with people skills in it.
22 years ago, when I got involved in this profession of network marketing, direct sales, I didn't have what I call the manual to walk me through. So I made almost every mistake you can imagine, thousands of them. And through trial and error, I make 5 mistakes, learn 4, and then just going on, and it delayed my growth. And so when I became successful, I wanted to for sure find a way, because there's so many people come to this profession with the dream of changing their life, but more often than not, they don't find the system, they don't find the technique, they don't find the how-to manual. So for me, writing this book wasn't about motivating you or pumping you up or giving you raw stuff, rather than giving you the how-to components of how to go build this business. Because to me, this profession is like no other profession. It's very unique. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, an attorney, a lawyer, or any accountant. You only work when you get paid only when you work, correct?
Exactly.
This is a profession that if you do it correctly, you do it once, you could collect for life. And that has happened to me for the last 10, 15 years. So what I did is I took 22 years of knowledge, experience, hands-on experience, sort of put it together in this book, about 200 pages. But in addition to that, I interviewed quite a few individuals, probably top 75, 80 biggest networkers around the world. As you both know, I've traveled around the world. I've been to over 206 cities, lived in 9 different countries. So I had the opportunity to meet a lot of individuals that are successful through this vehicle we call network marketing. So I took everything from them and put it into this book that basically is one book you need. Because I really, truly wish when I started 22 years ago, I
That you
had
had
something
it.
like this.
Yes, absolutely.
See, every system has an inside and an outside, and that's how I sold more books than everybody, because I said, look, it's a finite system and I got to know it. And system, I came to acronym, one word meaning, in other words, save yourself time, energy, effort, money. And that's literally what you've done. You've got something here that'll accelerate and catapult anyone who really invests their heart and soul, studies it, apprehends it, comprehends it, take ownership of it, and then uses it. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And
I was going to say there's a section in here. I mean, a lot of people have a desire to make money, like you did, and they're motivated, but they really don't know how to get plugged in. And you have this section in here called, how to get plugged in, or it's all about plugging in. And
Sure.
I think that's what a lot of people are missing. They really don't understand how to do that.
And exactly that's what I do. I
Right.
actually take you back from choosing the right company, like from scratch. Like if you're brand new to this profession and it's your day one, what's the right company to choose?
Right.
The right compensation, how to stay plugged in, how to be connected, how to attend the meetings, how to prospect, how to recruit, how to travel. How to invest your money, because often we see other people make money, but they lose it very quickly because it's rags to riches, often the story in this profession. So I even shared those secrets that helped me sort of invest my money, and I've helped 36 individuals become millionaires through this profession.
Thank you.
Wow.
So
Such
that's
a-
what I do with this book. Literally, it's a book you can carry with yourself
Yeah.
all the time and learn through the process.
It's a terrific read. I mean, I would recommend it to anyone. We've seen a lot of books, and this is really an exceptional book. So I hope everybody who sees this will get out and grab a copy.
Thank you.
And then share it with our whole group, because
Yes.
if you want to grow, you got to have your team grow, because team means together everyone accomplishes miracles. My last book is The Miracles in You. So
Absolutely.
I want everyone to be miracle minded and miracles of success, because most people watching this will go, I know he can do it and they can do it, but can I do it? And the answer is, can they do it?
Absolutely, if they're willing to put the efforts and they have the desire that they want to do something with their life.
Yeah, because
So,
desire gets you to rise higher and higher.
absolutely. And I've had many individuals, many of the leaders in the profession that read it, fell in love, and ordered hundreds of copies
Yes.
for their team. Because we don't talk about any specific company, any compensation, or any type of product or service. This is more of a generic 30,000 foot perspective that breaks down the steps of what you need to do to become successful and throughout the stages of your career. So it's not a book you read once for the first 6 months and you accomplish. You can read this book. Doesn't matter you make $1,000 a month or $100,000 a month. You can utilize this book to build your career to that next level.
Absolutely. You need a roadmap to get where you want to go, and this is a roadmap. And you need to keep consulting with it. Like you said, you look at it again and again, so you stay on track.
So it's a
Absolutely.
GPS that you just plug in, but you're really plugging it into your brain.
Yeah, I mean, I even talk about the types of people you should recruit. And there are 3 types, the quantity, the quality, and qualified. And then I go in depth what each of those are. Because to be successful in this profession, you need all 3 types of people in your organization. And also I talk about how to build locally and grow globally. Because often over the last 20 plus years, I've had people ask me, when is the right time to go global? When is the right time to go to another city or another country?
Right.
Well, I cover that. I literally put that blueprint for you. When you hit X is when you go to that city. When you hit Y, you go to that country. And I walk you through that process. This is, again, not something I learned in the school. It's something through trial and error, through experience, and being connected and plugged in with other successful individuals, that I brought all that research into one book, sharing the best knowledge with the distributors around the world.
Fantastic. It's an excellent read. I love it.
I want everyone to get one that wants to succeed and be a superstar in this business.
Congratulations on
Thank
this
you.
one.
Thank you
It's
so much.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it.
So,